What's going on, everybody? This is Mike Boyd from Chat Wrestling. Congratulations to everybody. It's Wednesday, aka it's Rusev Day. Oh, it's Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day to everybody. Shit. I just want to be really clear that I have not actually watched anything since the Royal Rumble. I had to scroll through a Bleacher Report article to find out what happened on Raw and SmackDown, and a little bit of 205 Live, but I can still let you know what I think about how the storylines are progressing. Now, breaking news, Rockstar Spud is now the 205 Live general manager. He'll be going by Drake Maverick, but he is 205 Live general manager, and I do see that Tyler Bate will be competing on 205 Live as well. He had a match with TJP. I don't know the outcome of it, but I'm going to assume that TJP lost. And I think maybe this is good for 205 Live. Everything going on with Enzo, Neville, all this uncertainty. It's like starting over is not always a bad thing, as long as they take their time. They got a general manager now, so that means that there's going to be some order. They're not under Raw anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like under, Kurt Angle doesn't have to make the rules for 205 Live anymore. There's somebody else that's in charge. And it's going to help them establish themselves as, their own brand. WWE does have NXT's Red Hot, SmackDown Live, and Raw are, doing fine. But 205 Live, this is a good look for them. Let's see what else we got here. There will be the Elimination Chamber match, and it will be to determine who will be the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. Now, Braun Strowman did defeat Kane in a last man standing match. He did turn over the announce table and the part of the stage onto Kane, won the match. He'll be in the Elimination Chamber. Elias did defeat Matt Hardy after a Bray Wyatt distraction. He will be in the Elimination Chamber match. And John Cena will be in there as well, and he'll be fighting. He defeated Finn Balor in the main event of Monday Night Raw. I have a little bit of mixed feelings about this. I don't want to be that guy. I never want to be that guy, that complains like, oh, Cena, oh, Roman Reigns, getting all the opportunities, blah, 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 blah. But I heard a rumor, and I don't want to be that guy that goes on rumors too, but fuck it. It's the world we live in today. I heard a rumor that John Cena will be at Fastlane as well as the Elimination Chamber match, so he very may well be competing for both world titles. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he's taking up space here. I don't know. I think that It's just I'm interested in what they're gonna do with Finn. What is there for Finn to do? Who will Finn fight at WrestleMania? I'm a little worried. Who's gonna be Finn Balor's opponent at WrestleMania? Where's this going? But I know I'm getting way ahead of myself. It's still January, early February, whatever. It's January right now. Last day of January, finally over. WrestleMania is 2 months away, so we still have time to see. So I don't like to just rush to conclusions, but even though I just did rush to a conclusion. But John Cena being Finn Balor, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not a huge fan of guys, who are already established, trying to, not putting over the other, the younger guys. Finn's not young, but he's new star, so it'll be interesting to see. I do believe that Finn Balor is possibly on his way to making a heel turn. Don't quote me. I read nothing, but I just feel it. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, so Asuka did win the Royal Rumble. I mean, she didn't make her decision yet. She didn't make her decision yet. Stephanie did tell her that before you make your decision, Alexa Bliss may not be champion come WrestleMania. So, and that's because she'll be defending her women's title inside of the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match. A lot of firsts for the women. This will be very interesting to see. Elimination Chamber matches usually are pretty fun. I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't see how this... I don't have any... The way that people had doubts about the Royal Rumble, how like the women will go over and like, all this other stuff. Like, I have no doubts. It's going to be regular schmegular stuff. And yeah, I mean, this is a good look for the women, And it's good to see, because I got tired of seeing just the men in 2 Elimination Chamber matches or just 1. So it's good that we're going to get a little bit of both. And it's good that we could see what women on the roster can do in these extreme high stakes. I'm a little confused. I don't, and this may be a good thing because we don't know, what is going on at all, period, with either women's championship. We don't know if Ronda Rousey is going to try to fight one champion. We don't know. Ronda Rousey was not on either show, by the way. She was not on either show. And because I didn't watch, but I believe that if she was on, we would know. They would say something. Now, she wasn't on either show. We don't know what she's going to do. We don't know what Asuka's going to do. And is Ruby Riott going to challenge Charlotte? I mean, it looks that way. Like Ruby Riott may be trying to challenge Charlotte for the women's title. I don't know, but I love all the uncertainty. The Raw title's in the air. Who's gonna win that? Who's gonna be champion at SmackDown? Sasha Banks did have a really good match with Asuka. There was one scary spot where she went for a suicide dive and like hit her head and neck on the floor and on the LED board on the side of the ring. Really scary spot. I'm glad she's okay. We've seen a lot of people, with injuries, like Paige, and we've seen careers end early. Tyson Kidd and stuff, and neck injuries are nothing to joke about. And we do know she has a history of back injuries, and God forbid, she, takes a wrong fall and she can't walk anymore. Forget wrestling. We want the best for everybody, that's entertaining us. And glad she's okay. I will go back and watch this match just for entertainment purposes. Did hear it was a really good match. That did not disappoint. Sasha Banks is showing, a lot of intensity that she was showing during the Rumble, and there may or may not be a heel turn coming, or maybe she just, a little slight character tweak, and she just wants to show some attitude because she is the boss. Jonathan Coachman is on the commentary team for Monday Night Raw now. Booker T is no longer there. We do remember that Booker T was really only there just to fill in. And I think Coach will be a good addition. I didn't hear him on commentary because I didn't watch the show, but my sister did say that the commentary was much better with Jonathan Coachman. And I do think that helps with his, he has been, backstage on the mic and the stuff in the past. And also, the ESPN thing. So it's a good look. And Coach was a very interesting character as well. Always. I think that covers it. I want to say something about Enzo Amore. I did read something. I forgot what website it was from, so I'm not really sure if it's true or not. But I did see that a lot of people backstage were not surprised about Enzo getting into trouble, per se. They said that, this guy, they warned him plenty of times to watch who he brings to WWE events, the people he hangs around, the people, that he brings to these events backstage. They kind of rub everyone else the wrong way, and people have advised him to, just, management and other superstars, but he didn't listen. Also, apparently we heard this for years. He's been, not years, but heard this all year. He's been dressing in a separate locker room, and he's been living his character outside of WWE. And I kind of think that Enzo may have always been that way. You know, I do like Enzo, but I can see why like people will be annoyed that someone's, you know, being their character all the time, especially, you know, this day and age where you don't really have to. Um, and maybe that just may be who he is, but I really do hope that for whatever, you know, outside of the legal case, I would love to see Enzo get another chance in WWE, um, especially if he's cleared of any wrongdoing. And I would love, you know, hopefully like someone that really sits down with him and he hopefully it's the wake up call. Like he listens and you know he goes into the locker room and you know and maybe you know earns his way back or something. Like I really because I like Enzo on the camera. I like him off. You know, so I would love to see Enzo have another opportunity. You know, I do believe everyone makes mistakes, and I do. You know, I hope he can get back in the locker room. You know, and the last thing on my list. Well, no, hold on. The tag team championships on SmackDown. It's looking like the Bludgeon Brothers are going to be the Usos' next challengers because the Usos have kind of beaten everybody on SmackDown Live. So, you know, Bludgeon Brothers are there. And I do like when WWE has people or teams and they have them doing their own thing separate from the actual championship. They don't interact with the champions. The Bludgeon Brothers have been squashing people. So then when the Usos are finally done with something, and then you see them cross paths for the first time. I mean, they fought before, but you see them cross. We're going to ignore that. You see them cross paths for the first time. The Usos are red hot. That's the difference between now and then. The Usos always been good, but they're red hot now. And the Bludgeon Brothers, you know, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are, you know, as talented as they come. So I'm really interested. This may be, you know, a really, really interesting match. You got the Smash Mouth Bludgeon Brothers, and you got the Smash Mouth, you know, loud talking Uso brothers. I'm looking forward to that if that's where they're going with this. Let me see here. Looks like Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles will be like teaming up for the next like 3 months or whatever regarding WWE Championship. They'll be teaming up against like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and stuff. They always do this when they have people fighting each other. You know, they're like, oh, they're going to team up and let's see how these opponents can get together. I hate that. I hate tag matches, period, with single stars. I hate it. Like, every once in a while it's okay, but WWE like always rushes to put somebody in the 6-man tag match. Not just 6-man tag matches. They watered that shit all the way the fuck down, beat that shit into the ground ever since the Shield came up on the main roster, like in the Wyatts. Like that 6-man tag shit is dead. I will say that there is a lot of backstage resentment, I would say, about Ronda Rousey being in WWE. Well, I'm not sure if it's actually them. I'm not sure if it's actually directed towards her, but I do think that a lot of people have said that she did take away some of the spotlight from the Women's Royal Rumble match. You know, considering, you know, the match was only over for about like 2 minutes, and then Ronda Rousey comes out and does her little spins and points to the WrestleMania sign and, you know, kind of completely overshadows, you know, everything that she did. You know, and then it's almost like the match never happened. WWE didn't even talk about the Women's Rumble anymore. They kept talking about Ronda Rousey. They wanted to get, you know, word on Ronda Rousey, how she felt just walking out there, not saying anything, putting up the WrestleMania sign. How did she feel? How did she feel? But a lot of people are like, you know, how do the women feel about making history, main eventing the Royal Rumble with the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match? Rightfully so. You know, we don't really like, I myself don't like part-timers or new people coming in and taking the spotlight from other people. In the long run, Ronda Rousey actually being in the women's division will benefit everybody else in the women's division. I do hope she puts the work in. I'm rooting for her. So I want her to do it the right way, put the work in, you know, at the Performance Center, you know, work her ass off, train, and really, go all in. House shows, everything. Like, I want her, to do it the right way, because I don't want anyone to have anything bad or negative to say about her, because I want this to actually work. I'm really interested in this. I'm not gonna be the guy that shits on it like, oh, look, she's a big star, she's coming down. They always do this. Like, no, like it's cool. It's cool. Nikki Bella and Nia Jax did feel some type of way about the company mainly focusing on her after the Rumble, and that's rightfully so. Like, they deserve to feel that way, because these women have, Nikki's been out, for since WrestleMania, but Nia, and even before that, like Nikki and Brie and everybody, they've been there. They've, put the work in, working those 280 plus days schedules and stuff. They, wrestled every week, 3, 4 times a week, house shows, pay-per-views, all that. They've done the work to get to this point. And for someone else to just come in, never wrestle a match, and just come out and point to the WrestleMania sign, I would feel some type of way too. But it's all a wait and see thing. And also, before anyone else gets their panties in a bunch, Roman Reigns will be going to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I just know that's happening. Should we complain? Maybe. But we can't always get everything we want. We're hopefully going to get Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. So hopefully we get, Vince will get his Roman versus Brock match. Which, I mean, whatever. If Roman's going to win, Roman's going to win. I don't care. Like, I'm just going to have to, you got to embrace it, I guess, almost. Like, you can't really hate on it, you just got to embrace it. I think that's it for today. If I miss anything, let me know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the Pop Radar Podcast on this YouTube channel. Follow on Twitter at @chat_wrestling. Follow me at Michael Mel Boyd. All the links and everything will be in the description box below. This podcast is on iTunes as well. Actually, there has been some type of, mix-up with the iTunes stream. I'm trying to get that straightened out. But watch on YouTube, subscribe. I'll be doing the videos every week or as things happen. And I'm out. Happy Rusev Day to everybody. Enjoy your day.